Hi guys, Linksy here. So today I am going to talk about something which some people think it's true, but I got my questions about it. And it's about an entity that no one has talked about due to a good theory they made about a specific event inside the game. So let me start from zero. As you guys know, there are screeches inside the game. And these are a combination of a giggle, infected by sea kink, resulting in the thing turning into a nightmare, which will psst the heck out of you the entire time. Well, with the release of the mines, we discovered that, but we also discovered that the Grumbles hates screeches. The main reason why people say that is because if we take a look at Dr. 150, we will see tons of screeches on top of another one, and these look like they are about to die or already dead. Well, someone or something had to do this to them, and most people say that the Grumbles were the one who did this, due to the screeches trying to hurt or infect the little ones. Basically, giggles. Now, if that was the case, then why can't we find a pile of screeches while we walk through the paths that the Grumbles have made to go through to the earth to different locations? Now, you may say that the Grumbles may have done that, but since they walk around so much, the things got demolished by the Grumbles' size, and they are one with the earth now. Well, if that was the case, we should have found some Seek ink around, since the Seek ink cannot be destroyed like that because it adapts and transforms. The only thing we can do against it is, I got absolutely no idea, since the crucifix does not even work. So if that was the case, the Seek ink should have also infected the Grumbles, which tried to kill the Screeches or something like that. Now, only if the Seek ink itself had will, because that is not the case. Luckily, the Seek ink can move only if Seek wants it to, not on his own, if I remember correctly. Seek can control Seek ink in the hotel. There are giant ink hands trying to grab us while we run from Seek. So Seek could have easily used the ink, which was controlling the Screeches and infect the Grumbles, but he does not want to. Now, even if Seek does not want to, the ink is still dangerous. As we saw at Dr. 200 while fighting the damn Seek boss, we cannot swim in the ink. Otherwise, we will die. Even if our head is not under it, we can still breathe, but the ink is lethal. So if someone or something touches it for a long period of time, they will pretty much die or be turned into a monster, just like happens to the Giggles. So, if a Grumble would use his mouth or his hands to kill so many Screeches, he would probably get infected by these. If you guys do not believe me, if we take a look at the ink around the piles of Screeches, it is still moving. Yeah, so this ink, even if it does not have a will, Seek made it in a way to work just like a parasite. So if a Grumble would kill the Screeches, the ink would remain intact. And if that would be the case, then the ink would try to infect the next thing with life. And that will result in the Grumbles getting infected by the ink. So that is why I don't think the Grumbles are not the one who killed the Screeches, but it's not just that. I also don't think so, because these piles of Screeches are around places where the Grumbles cannot reach, and if the case was that they did put the piles of Screeches in these specific zones, we should be able to see a path made by the Grumbles or giant holes inside the walls. But that is not the case. And also, we don't even see anything damaged around the places where these piles of Screeches are, so I'm pretty sure that the Grumbles were not the main ones who did this to the Screeches. Now, I am not saying that the Grumbles do not hate Screeches. I have even fed one to a Grumble, and he enjoyed it. Y'all heard nothing. Now, if y'all ask me what happened to that Grumble, well, that is why the Grumbles do not have a dad anymore, but just a queen. Guys, I did not meant to leave the Grumbles fatherless. My bad. All right, bro. Well, let's just continue. Well, I think that the Grumbles do hate Screeches due to what they have turned into, but I don't think they are the ones who killed most of these Screeches. Now, you guys may call me crazy, but I want to say that. Either y'all are blind or, not pay much attention to this. If we think about what we need to do at Dr. 150 is basically turn on some things that emit signals. And with that, we can put a bridge down to continue moving forward. And who besides a human would do that? Yes. So I think that who did the most damage to the Screeches were actually human. Because at the bridge, we can see many piles of Screeches and around it. Places where the Grumbles did not come because nothing is destroyed there, not yet. because later on, the Queen Grumble manages to break the door and catch up to us. But the piles of Screeches were there before that happens. Now, if you ask me, I got a theory. Hear me out. Most people think that the Grumbles hate the Screeches due to what happened to them, but is that really the case? Because Screeches bite you? Okay, they are some pieces of actual dogs, but that's exactly what the Giggles also do. They jiggle the heck out of you. One even bite me chest once. It still hurts, guys. Well, so I do not see much difference. And due to that, maybe the Screeches are still Giggles, but with superpowers. And these tried to protect the nest, their home, from the humans who tried to do who knows what to the cave. Well, in one of my previous videos, I talked about how humans tried to take the minerals which emits blue light from the cave. That's why there's a large elevator at door 100, because that thing does not appear there from thin air. So I'm pretty sure that is what happened. The Screeches tried to protect the Grumbles' nest, basically their home, and they got killed and thrown around the map. Now, if you ask me why around the map, and not in just one place, as you guys know, there's a rift at door 100 where we can place items inside, but this rift that actually warped the space around it. And sometimes when we put an item inside, like a beer or a candle, the item will change and we will get the badge lost in transmission. So I don't think the humans were completely evil. Like, they wanted to take the minerals and kill the Screeches because they could have done that from the start if they wanted. Because we have never seen a human skeleton in the cave, leading to another theory, which I'll speak about in another banger video, which will literally leave y'all speechless. Like, I don't think even Lustplash himself have thought about that one. Now let's continue about this topic. Basically, humans became scared due to this magic mineral affecting the space-time. And they put things which detect signals, the basically electromagnetic signals. And they put these around the map to see from where does that signal come from. Basically the source of the blue mineral and its powers. Now I think most of these failed due to the lack of food and the monsters inside the cave, leading to the project remain unfinished. Now, that is what I think. If y'all want, I can feed a Screech to a Grumble again. Not again, I mean the first time. Yeah, this will be the first time that I will do this. I defiantly have not done that in the past. Well, this theory video leads to 4 theories that I have that answers tons of questions and lore of the game. So subscribe because I'm posting these soon and with nothing more to yap about. Bye.